Here are some highlights of this program.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Brainstorm exclusive interview.
Our education should be corrected, adapted, and updated.
Live better, they can send their children to school because they can interact with their authorities.
Techniques, electricity, computer science, innovation,
And we know that this brainstorm.
Yourself, after watching this interesting program, notice the final statement made by our notable guest, a brand new one. Welcome to Brainstorm. Today's topic is the change of mindset in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Why is there a need for us to talk about this subject? You're going to find out during this program the difference, for instance, between the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. And what does it take to change Congolese mindset? I'm privileged on this platform to welcome Sam Chakala, the Congolese motivator. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
How is it?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm pleased to welcome you.
Yeah, okay.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah,
Young man like you, and also the one who has some expertise in this domain.
Yeah, thank you for that.
When we talk about mindset, something really relevant to talk about, right?
Yeah, so very delighted to receive your invitation.
Okay. A lot of campaigns has been made over the past years in the Democratic Republic of Congo on the mindset change.
Yeah.
What does the concept mean to you?
Yeah, well, when we talk about mindset is a set of belief that shape how you make sense of the world, how you feel, how you think, and how you behave. So in other end, we can say also that the mindset is a series of self-perception that people hold about themselves. This is what I can say about that.
Okay, your explanations are really good about mindset, and I think you're not the only one to break this concept down. There are other people, experts or psychologists.
Normally.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you to watch this video, the very first video that talk about what mindset really is about. Please watch and we'll be back.
Hi, do you want to learn about what is a mindset? Great, let me tell you. A mindset is a belief about yourself. It influences you on how you feel, think and behave in any situation. Your mindset developed in your early childhood and it affected your life and put you in a position you are right now. There are many mindset types: growth mindset, positive mindset, fitness mindset, weight loss mindset, business mindset, and so on.
Hey, if my channel gets 500 subscribers, I will live stream my front flip jump into this river. Hit subscribe.
According to Carol Dweck, an author of the book Mindset, she only puts two types of the mindsets: growth and fixed. With growth mindset, we think that we have the power to change our brain, learn new things, and develop new skills. With fixed mindset, we believe that our abilities cannot be developed, and we need some sort of a talent to achieve our goal. Examples: fixed mindset says, I can't do this, it's too hard to lose weight, to start a YouTube, and so on. I will fail. Growth mindset says, I can try, if it won't work, I'll try a different strategy. Failure is an opportunity to grow. And what do you think about this video? Let me know in the comments. And please subscribe now because I have more video tips for you to grow your mind.
Now, why should we talk about this subject?
Yeah.
Is there any need for us to talk about this problem in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Yeah, it's so interesting to talk about this topic because we cannot talk about the development without taking into account of mindset, because mindset is the key. Like I told you in my presentation, that it is the way we think, the way we behave, the way we feel. So we cannot develop a country without thinking. We cannot develop country without taking into account of behavior. So it's a reason why I'm with you here to talk about this topic.
Sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
But you know, is there anything wrong with Congolese people mindset?
Yeah, exactly. If I remember, there's one president here in DRC. He said that I succeed to change the country, but I didn't succeed to change mindset of people. That's mean what? The mindset is, like I told you, it's the key. It is all people they have to have for the country. So mindset, it help you to behave so very good. Mindset help you to do better thing. Okay. Like, you know, in the beginning, you talk about fixed mindset and growth mindset. It is, I mean, this word was created by Dr. Drake. Dr. Drake is a professor of psychology. You know, he talk about fixed mindset and growth mindset. When do we talk about fixed mindset? We talk about fixed mindset when people, they don't think over. The people they are, when the people they are limited, they don't think so far, like I can say. You know, nothing will change. This country will not change. I mean, it should be impossible to have a good government. They are positive. They are negative thoughts.
So it means Congolese people are pessimistic.
Yeah, pessimistic.
And now, you know, frankly speaking, it's very tough for the looker or the viewers to understand the concept.
Yeah.
So in a way of comparison, can you compare Congolese people with foreigners in terms of mindset?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can touch it. I mean, it's a situation that everybody touches. So first time, if you compare, I give an example of US and DRC, very different. US is a developing country, okay? But DRC, we are not even developing country, but we are poor country, okay? Excuse me for the words. Why? It is because of mindset. I give an example. In DRC, we think that for having money, you need to study, to go to university. But when you go in US, you can see a student of high school is doing a lot of things. He has a company, is working, is doing a lot of things. But here we have a fixed mindset. We are thinking only that we need only to go to university. We need to go to university for having money, for getting richer. No, it's not true. Normally, we need to change the mindset of Congolese people.
From that perspective, I can understand that development has nothing to do with the infrastructure. It has to do rather with the mindset. So you mean that if Congolese people change their mindset, this will result in social development?
Yeah, Guy, let me tell you something, that when we talk about development first start in the brain, okay? I once sample time I was talking with one brother of Kwade. He told me, what is a development? But you don't have got a car and you don't have got anything, but you say that you are rich. I tell him, you know, riches is first the brain, is your mind. This brain is your mind. First, riches is your mind. Because we cannot talk about development without thinking to account of mind. Because what I will put in the spawn, it will only come in my mind. So we start all things begin in the mind, and after that, we'll put it in physically, and the people, they can touch it.
I think people watching you now will understand what you mean. You can say it again. Mindset, we focus in the DRC. Now, we're going to watch in this video the difference between the growth mindset and the fixed mindset as the guests on the platform try to explain it. Please watch and be back.
Researcher and Professor Carol Dweck uses the term mindset to describe the way people think about ability and talent. Dweck delineates between two different mindsets that exist on a continuum. The first is the fixed mindset, which suggests that your abilities are innate and unchangeable. The second is a growth mindset, which views it as something you can improve through practice. In a fixed mindset, you view failure as permanent, but with a growth mindset, you see failure as a chance to learn and even pivot. Those with a fixed mindset are more likely to view critical feedback as a personal attack, while those with a growth mindset will see it as a chance to improve, where they can develop new systems. With a fixed mindset, you're more likely to choose easier tasks and put in minimal effort. After all, if talent is fixed, why bother improving? Why even try? But with a growth mindset, you're more likely to embrace challenging tasks and work hard to improve. Those with a fixed mindset are likely to give up when they face an obstacle. Meanwhile, those with a growth mindset will view obstacles as a chance to experiment and solve problems. In a fixed mindset, the focus is on measurable accomplishments. But with a growth mindset, the focus is more on a journey of continual improvement. With a fixed mindset, you're less likely to take creative risks. But with a growth mindset, creative risks are simply a way to innovate and improve. Ultimately, your mindset influences everything from creative risk-taking to how you view feedback to whether or not you finish difficult tasks. And in the end, it's one of the greatest factors in determining whether or not you grow and improve in your abilities.
Okay, Congolese mindset problem nearly affects every single sector or society. What is the cause of it?
Yeah, firstly, cause is about the education.
Education.
Yeah, I appreciate the President of the Republic, Felix Tshisekedi. This is a good initiative to put the education freely. The student, we see people, they are studying freely. So it's the key. Because, you know, we cannot talk about mindset without talking about education. So normally the education is first the key. It helps you to build your mindset, because mindset, like we are talking about growth mindset, it's something which grows. So it needs to be grown normally.
But you need to be pragmatic when speaking like that. Education is a key to the mindset change. And you know that education is is taken for granted by most Congolese people. And how can they resort to rely to education in order to change their mindset, whereas they don't really take it, well, they value that education, they take it rather for granted.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have said, you can be right. But let me explain you why the education is the key for development, or why is the key? Because the mindset is a concept. Like I told you, this concept was revealed for the first time by Dr. Drake. It was something which was not founded, okay? Normally, but Dr. Drake was studying children behavior, normally, because he's a psychologist. After doing the study, and he will propose two kinds of mindset: fixed mindset and growth mindset. And what did Dr. Drake say? Dr. Drake say a mind can be developed normally, but how can we develop the mind? How can we develop our mentality? How can we develop it? The first stage, it is the education. Why? In education, they teach you how to behave. They teach you that if you eat you are chewing your candy, after that, your back, you cannot trash, you cannot rub the back in the way. You need to look for the basket, and you put it in the basket. Exactly. Do you see? This is education, normally. In school, they teach you common sense. Common sense. They teach you common sense. They tell you that if you are before your parents, you cannot talk with them you cannot talk with them with a high voice. Normally, you need to reduce your voice. You need how to exchange with person. So all of that contributes to mindset normally. The education is very interesting. And let me show you again something that in the school they teach us again what we call, again, if I'm not mistaken, they take it in my brain, or what again, they teach you psychology. Psychology, they help you. Even me at university, I study psychology.
And this helps helps one behave properly. Psychology. You assume that education at school helps one behave properly in a society.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sadly, that's not what we notice in Congolese society. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you to watch this video. We sometimes don't understand Congolese mentality. But watch this video carefully and you will notice what these young people behave in terms of what they wear or they brag about, the behavior. Sometimes it's very tough to explain it. Please watch and we'll be back.
C'est lui qui prend tout son temps.
A sapeur is someone who takes his time when he gets dressed. When a dandy dresses, he doesn't do it carelessly. This is a person who always likes to make an impression with his appearance.
Dans son style vestimentaire.
You can't be a sapeur by chance. It's something innate. It's not a coincidence. It's in the blood.
They used the word sap in Lari because there was no word in French. At the same time, the word sap did not exist. The only word that existed in the dictionary was saper, and that is how the word sap was created.
Now, according to you, where should the change of mindset or mentality start?
Normally at home.
At home, not at school?
Yeah, not at school, at home.
Why do you say that?
Because home is your first stage of life. Home is the first stage of life. Because we start school at age of 5, you start nursery school. Normally at home.
Okay, normally at home. But most parents have given up the basic education of the children because they are not well paid at work. Some of them have lost their jobs, so they have become irresponsible and thus unable to care for the education of their children.
Reason why I've appreciated our president for free education.
Does it work?
Well, but not necessary because
but the idea
it's a good idea.
The idea is
because
commendable.
Not necessary because I see the other teacher, they are incompetent. You can see somebody who doesn't know how to speak French, but you put him teaching people, you know, it's normal.
But now, who should be involved in the change of mindset in the DRC?
All of us.
All of us?
All of us.
But now it takes a consciousness, people to be sensitized on how to proceed, because you still remember in this country, officials launched a campaign against mindset change.
Yeah, I know.
So now, where are we so far?
It's only the procedure. Sometimes, like I told you, in a country we are suffering. They can give you money. They tell you to do a campaign, but they don't check. We need to have a checkout. We need to check. You need when you launch a program, you need to make a checkup. A checkup, it means you are the president of this department of mindset. But what did you do? What is your report? But we don't take it. We don't take into account of it. This is a big matter.
There's no follow-up. Okay, but now, what are some anti-values that impede the change of mindset in the DRC?
Corruption.
Corruption?
Yeah.
But there's a fight against corruption. You still remember there is an institution put in place to fight against corruption.
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Why?
Today at university, people when they go to school, the people they don't want to study. They say, oh, no, I will have my money, I will bring on my $10. If you have money, you don't care about studying. This is a matter.
What does it take to change the mindset? Please watch this video, and we'll be back.
People sometimes don't think they can achieve success, so they think it's just well beyond their reach. What do you think it takes to change the mindset of people who feel that they can't reach that dream or they can't achieve that dream that they have?
Well, the first thing you have to do if you have a dream is you have to wake up. And then you have to pursue your dream. That usually requires an action-based mentality. I wrote a book, Action Has No Season, which speaks to that very point. Then I think you have to define success. Success may mean, large monetary returns. It may be just personal achievement considerations. And let's face it, we have many purposes, not just one. Are you successful as a parent? Are you successful as a child to your parents? Are you successful within your community or in your business or in your job? Where is your success comfort zone? And the good thing about this conference is we have a number of outstanding motivational speakers with experience, that can help people come to terms, if you will, with their dreams, their ideas, their aspirations, and then help them really step it up, wake up, and pursue their objectives.
The Exceptional Business Leaders Series is brought to you by the Power Networking Conference and Exceptional People magazine.
Right. So are you optimistic that one day the change of mindset will be possible in the DRC?
Of course.
What moves you to say that?
Of course. Because, I don't use to talk about my Christian life, but let's share it here no more. The Bible say that men will not only live by other things, but men will live by faith normally. Faith is the key, is the preview of life coming attraction normally. It's the reason why I trust them.
In abroad, there are a lot of people, a lot of Congolese people living there for many years, and they've changed even their nationality. But reportedly speaking, they don't change their mindset. They still remain the same.
Yeah.
How do you account for it?
This is the big matter that you want to ask question, okay?
Because living with the foreigners, they are living in U.S., France, Belgium, they would have changed.
You've just spoken about basic education. It's interesting. If you kill a basic education, normally you kill mindset. You kill the country.
So what about Congolese culture? Is it closely linked to our mindsets, or is it also separated from Congolese mindset? Culture is not something that prevents mindset change to take place.
I cannot say that we don't have a bad culture normally, because when you talk about culture, the culture is the norm, is the law, is the belief that old country. Normally, I can say sometime a little bit, but there are elements. We have a good culture, but there are other elements which doesn't allow people to develop their mindset. I can give you an example if you can give me time. I give you an example. Today in our culture, some people, they get married. Why? Because he doesn't have any person to take care of his clothes normally. The other, they get married because he doesn't know how to cook. You are yourself. And you say, I don't know how to cook. Normally you have to get married. You see the mindset is a fixed mindset.
Okay,
fixed mindset, because we don't get married with a girl in view of taking care of your clothes or your food. No, the marriage is out. This is the first failure in our country. So this is a bad mindset.
Do you agree with me that, or would you agree with me that there are a lot of challenges when it comes to the change of mindset in the DRC? But in spite of a lot of churches, people every Sunday, even every day, you can hear people singing, praying everywhere. So now, why is there no change of mindset in spite of many churches? They listen to the teaching from the pastors, but there is no change.
But Guy, let me give you something. But we see people, we have a lot of churches here, but they don't care about the volume. You can sleep, but you sing. You see the sound of church. They don't even respect the volume when they have a church.
They want to be heard by God.
Yeah, because we have what we call here pollution. We call it sono pollution. Sono pollution to mean the church, they don't respect people normally. Because I want to explain you, because other people, they will contradict me, but that is no matter. Why? Because if in the church we will have those people who have a growth mindset, we'll see that other things will change. Why? Because we have baby at home. We have a lot of kids at home. When you have your church and you put your sound up, sometimes it can abuse the F state of a baby of kids normally.
Now, you mean that the church has failed its mission to help citizens change their sound. Now, can media be used as an effective tool of communication for the change of mentality?
But why not?
Why do you say so?
Everybody has a TV. Everybody has a TV. When I will finish with you, I will be at home. I will be watching on TV. So media is the main factor that government can use for the change of mindset.
A good media is a good tool. Just when well used, good is properly used, it can contribute to the change of mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. But now, do you think that some reforms in the public administration could help achieve the change of mindsets?
For me, yeah, of course, because like I told you that mindset can be learned or whatever. Okay, whatever. Why not? It's really true.
We want to talk about mindset change. There are many challenges, though, and there are many factors, and everybody, every Congolese citizen is called on just to improve and help that be made possible. But watch this video that shows clearly how the Congolese government implement the rule of law in order to fight against anti-values and make the change of mindset possible. Please watch and be back.
The Congolese Ministry of Primary Education has been accused of having embezzled nearly $400,000 allocated to the organization for the first African School Football Championship in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The DR Congo's General Inspectorate of Finance on Saturday issued the accusations, indicating that out of $1 million allocated by the government, the ministry failed to account fully on their expenses. The accusations range from overquotation of transport charges and lack of accountability in other purchases like T-shirts for the participants. In 2021, the same body accused the same Ministry of Education of embezzling over $16 million. President Tshisekedi had placed the fight against embezzlement of public funds and corruption as one of the priorities of his mandate, which began in January 2019. His chief of staff, Vital Kamerhe, was sentenced to 13 years in prison over corruption. He is currently on provisional release and receiving medical treatment in Europe. The DRC is ranked 169th out of 180 countries in Transparency International's 2021 ranking. Majority of its population live on less than $1.90 a day.
All right. Now, we're landing just to the end of our show.
Yeah.
Now, what can you personally do to contribute to the change of mentality? You talked a lot about it.
Yeah.
What you personally can do to change?
Yeah, according to me, according to my what I know, normally, in my opinion, I can say, firstly, we need to create a lot of association which will contribute only for mindset. It means that all quarter we need to have an association which give guidance to the young people, that's what I can propose. And other thing there, I will tell the government to develop the education. They need to look for teachers who are competent normally, because it's very worried from us, because now the education is free, but the students, they are not studying in good state.
Okay.
That's going to be one of the factors which can correct the mindset of others.
Could the implementation of English language as a second official language make the change of mindset possible? Do you believe? It?
Yeah, I believe it, but we cannot forget our custom. Sometimes we introduce English course, we have a French, but what about Kikongo? What about Lingala? You can see I'm from Congo, but I don't know Kikongo. Why? Because at school I didn't study it.
And your national language will allow you to change your mindset. You think?
This is to have a growth mindset. It means that you need to go into improvement. Okay? It means you are Congolese and you don't know your national language is a shame.
All right. Okay. But there, we are almost at the end of our talk show.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So now the last question, what does the future hold as far as a change of mentality in DRC is concerned?
Like I told you, all of us.
All of us?
Yeah.
And the future, we hope that the future is bright. As far as Congolese mindset is concerned, you think that the work, the fight will be...
Yeah, a country cannot develop without mindset, like I told you.
And it's everybody's contribution.
You say?
And it's everybody's contribution.
Yeah, everybody's contribution.
Thank you so much for coming, Sam.
Yeah, me too. I'm very delighted.
We are very pleased at the end of this talk show. All starts well and ends well. We are delighted we discussed this very interesting subject, the change of mindset in the Democratic Republic of Congo. There are many challenges, though. We need to work so hard, and Congolese people are urged to do their best, to try every means possible to achieve that goal. And you notice that my guest on the platform was knowledgeable. He could just break up a different concept related to mindset change. So we'd like you to keep stayed tuned on the second national channel. And we promise you good things, good topics in the days ahead. Please stay tuned in the next second national channel. Bye. Here are some highlights of this program.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Brainstorm exclusive interview.
Our education should be corrected, adapted, and updated.
Live better, they can send their children to school because they can interact with their authorities.
Electricity, computer science, innovation, yeah.
And we know that it's a brainstorm.
Yourself, after watching this interesting program, notice the final statement made by our notable guest, a brand new one.